Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing a top-down camera for all your games, and it doesn't have to be top-down, it can also do other things. But anyway, before we start the video, I'd like to thank Jared, Bud, and David Robinson for their support on Patreon. It really helps out the channel. Thank you. If you guys want to join the Patreon, links in the description. You get project downloads, shoutouts, and a Discord role for supporting me on Patreon. Anyway, let's get right into the video. Okay, so I've created a really basic kind of scene. I've just got a ground. Actually, that should be layer ground. I've just got a ground called ground player. He can move around and do all this kind of stuff. I'll show you in game. I've also got a player camera and a directional light, as, you know, the base Unity scene has. You know, he just kind of moves around, he does his own thing. But the problem is that the camera is stationary, right? We probably want it to be like this, and then when he moves this way, we probably want it to actually follow with him. Smoothly, that is, not rigidly, like I just did. Anyway, so let's quickly position this. So we'll just go like, what, 7 off the ground and 30, just to give us kind of a base point, just to see what it might look like. So we're looking for something a little bit like this, and turns out this is actually very easy to do, and I'll show you. This player controller script, if you want to know it for some reason, it's really basic. You don't, you know, it's just like, essentially it's just the base player movement script that anyone would make. Just got a bunch of weird things. I don't even know why I included Grizz Grounded, just in case I wanted to fall him from, made him fall from somewhere. But anyway, those are needed. Let's create a C# script, and let's call it camera controller. Alright, so when you have it open, you're just going to delete these, and then you're going to put this back, because that's how I like it. Anyway, we're going to make a reference to our player, and this is going to be the thing that it follows, so we can call it player. Next, we're going to make a reference to the speed that it's going to go, so we can call it speed, or actually we'll call it a move speed. Cool, so let's just make it move for now, and we'll also create a offset for it. So let's create a public vector 3, and let's call it the offset. And let's also make a public vector 3, and let's call it, no, not vector 3, float, and let's call it distance, or follow distance. Cool. Alright, so in our update method, we're going to get the player position and then move to it. So we can go transform dot position is equal to, and then up here we're actually going to make a vector 3, and we'll call it pos, and we'll set this equal to transform dot position, wait, no, vector 3 dot lerp. What am I doing? Between our position, so transformed position, and our player position dot position. Now this will put us right into our character, which we don't want. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to add our offset on here, and then also a little bit of a weird thing, we're going to be also adding our transform dot forward negative transform dot forward multiplied by our follow distance. And what this is going to do is it's going to mean that it's going to, if you can imagine the camera is pointing at the player, it's going to move backwards, opposite of the direction that it's facing away, so it's kind of getting the top-down perspective. You'll see what I mean in a second. And then we can see transform the position is equal to pos. Awesome. The next thing we're going to do is the rotation, right? So we're going to make a public quaternion called rotation. And here we're going to go transform.rotation is equal to rotation. Oh, I forgot to do the move speed. Okay, in the vector 3 lerp, I'm gonna go and so for the time value of the lerp, it's gonna be move speed multiplied by time dot delta time. Here we go. I don't even know how I forgot that. That's like the main thing of the lerp. cool. So we got the player, the camera. We're gonna give the camera controller, and we're gonna input the player. We're gonna give the move speed to something like, you know, 1, so we show that it's moving slowly. The follow distance, so like 10. We'll give a just no offset for now, and we'll give a rotation of. What is happening? Move. Boom. Bruh. Unity. 30. 30 on the X. That's very weird. Okay. Okay, so let's click play. And as you can see, it's working, and we're moving. Really simple, right? If we increase the move speed, as you can see, we have more of like a solid one, which is like 2's kind of a good spot because it's like nice and smooth. Follow distance, we can actually have this, as you can see, however much we want. And rotation, we can also change the rotation as well. And then the rotation also changes how the follow distance works, because it does it by the follow distance. So yeah, if we can also do Y, so we're on the side, and zoom our player in. Yeah, so like as you can see, it's almost no coding at all to make a really nice one. We can actually even get rid of these. Yeah. So what we'll actually be doing now, though, is we'll make it so if it goes a long distance, then we'll just teleport there, because you know, it's kind of a pain in the ass having to like, especially if you're going over long distances in like something like an RPG, you don't want players to be able to see the whole map while going over there. So we're actually going to make a public float, and we're going to call this teleport distance threshold. Oh, threshold. Cool. And let's set the seep equal to something like 100, you know? So essentially what we're going to do is we're going to go if vector3 dot distance between our transform dot position and our player dot position is more than our teleport distance threshold, then we are going to set transform dot position is equal to player dot position. So essentially we're actually just doing this. We're doing this, setting it equal to that. The player dot position plus offset plus minus transform dot forward multiplied by follow distance. Else we're going to be lerping towards our position. Done. 22 lines, guys. All good. Obviously I missed a semicolon because I copy and pasted. Yeah, 22 lines for a very, very universal camera controller for top-down games. So, how is this gonna work? So essentially, if we just like scale up our thing to be absolutely huge, and we click play, that looks really weird, by the way. And let's say our character moves very far, 200. Wait. As you can see, we just teleported our camera there, to that place. It could look a bit better if we actually like made it so if I click a button it teleports, but you know what? I showed it enough. All good. Thank you everyone for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel. And, you know, have a good day. And also, one more thing, if you guys want to join our Discord, it's a really fun and, you know, friendly place. Link is in the description for that. We kind of just mess around and just talk about coding and games and that kind of stuff. So if you're down to that, links in the description for that. Anyway guys, hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time.